This city is full of people ready to believe the show is good. It's a good... What up, big kids? Here's your big review of Gotham Season 2 out on Blu-ray digital copy. Thank you to Warner Home Video for sending me out this review. I have to say, I want to really love this show, but this show, man, this really is like Fear the Walking Dead for me, where it's like, takes something I love, but it just does some really weird things with it. Now, if you remember my Gotham Season 1 review, how I felt about it, Season 2 is better. There's definitely a lot of things I like. There was actually some really great episodes in Season 2. I was really liking the directions, but for every step forward, they take 2 steps back with the show. Oh my god. I mean, there was like things I like with the Jerome character, which, little spoiler, he is returning for Season 3, and there will be spoilers about this season, so if you haven't seen Season 2, then you should watch this review. But yeah, I really love, like, the Last Laugh episode was one of my favorites. That actor that plays Jerome is just absolutely amazing. Like, even though he's not the Joker, he's going to influence the Joker. He really was just like one of the best villains on that show. And I really like the Riddler on the show, Edward Nygma's character, even though his romance with really like just ended as soon as it started. I mean, he ended up killing her, which was like, oh, what? And I mean, wow. And that's a big problem with the show. It's like, it doesn't know if it wants to be really campy, like almost like the Adam West show, and then it gets like super dark, like really dark, like as dark as like anime movies get, but even like, you know, live action. Definitely darker than like even the Nolan movies get, but it's like really gruesome and graphic, and wow, it does some really weird things. I mean, people are just murdering people like nothing on this show. And yeah, I have to say, Ben McKenzie's Gordon, he really irritates me. I'm not really a fan. I liked his Batman and Batman Year One, but you know, I was all for seeing the show focus on Gordon and, you know, even young Bruce Wayne, which I like young Bruce Wayne and Alfred's great, but yeah, Ben McKenzie's Gordon, I mean, if it wasn't for Harvey Bullock's character, I just want to punch him in the face sometimes. He's just like, he's too goody like Boy Scout, but then he'll go and do something so corruptible. He's such a hypocrite. It is just ridiculous, and he's just so self-righteous, but yet he hasn't earned it yet, I don't think. I mean, I don't know, it's just not the Gordon that I like. I don't like his Gordon at all. But yeah, let's talk about it. So you get 22 episodes, you know, of the show. They all look good on Blu-ray, by the way, and you get the digital copies of them for the Ultraviolet. You do get some special features on here. On the first disc that has the first 6 episodes, you get these little cast interviews with Robin Lord Taylor as Penguin, Corey Michael Smith as Edward Nygma Riddler, Aaron Richards as Barbara Keene, and Ben McKenzie as Jim Gordon. They're all like about a minute. They're like really short things, kind of like something you would see like during a commercial break while watching Gotham. I don't even know why they're so short. I really wish they were more like in depth, maybe a couple more minutes, but they're really short. And then Father's Office, it's just like a really short clip of finding the Batcave. I don't even know why they have that on there. And then cast members reveal their characters' origins in the look back, talk about Donald Lunge's Detective Harvey Bullock, Robin Lord Taylor on Penguin, and Sean Pertwee on Alfred Pennyworth. It's just pretty much like, you know, talking about where they see their characters. Once it's really short on, you know, their thing about first they talk about in the aftermath, and then in the look back. So like very similar. They're very, very short, like 1 minute or less. And then Maniac Jerome, it just pretty much like has a little thing about him, you know, pretty much influence people like the pseudo Joker. And then Strike Force, Captain Barnes prepares to clean house with powerful cops and intense firepower. And then He Who Last Laughs, it's more chaos, and the virus attacks Gotham. So really short featurettes on the first one. Second one has the next 6 episodes of Gotham, which includes Mr. Freeze. I have to say, the Mr. Freeze episode, I was kind of liking where it was going, but then, you know, spoiler alert, they kill off Nora, and that was the whole motivation. And I just don't like that they're making all these villains come out before there's Batman. That's the biggest problem with Gotham. Why do we have all these Batman villains before there's a Batman? I don't mind seeing like the prequel, you know, like we saw like with Riddler, they made him Riddler like in season 2 already, you know, and you know, with Penguin, I don't mind like Penguin, and we haven't seen Two-Face. If he becomes Two-Face before there's Batman, I mean, Harvey Dent knew Bruce Wayne, and not just young Bruce Wayne, but older Bruce Wayne. So we'll see. But I don't like the directions they like already make the villains already instead of just like their civilian counterparts. I mean, I kind of like to see more of the you know, like D-list characters instead of the A-list Batman rogues, but whatever. And then the special features on that, it pretty much has a look ahead. Will Bruce and Alfred unlock the truth about the Waynes? Will Penguin outsmart the rivals determined to take him down? Will Enigma find more fun, romance, and excitement? And what's next for Detective Gordon when he's gone on the dark side? So yeah, just like little thing about criminals over on Gotham with Detective Jim Gordon. So yeah, it's just like more look ahead stuff. And then disc 3 has the next 6 episodes, you know, and then it has the special features. The King is Penguin, really Gotham's new king, a little featurette about the Penguin. And then this one is like a 15-minute featurette. It's the 2015 Comic-Con panel, which is actually really short. I always feel bad that these Comic-Con panels are short. I wish they were like 45 minutes to an hour, but the panel is actually quite entertaining, so that's actually one of my favorite special features. And then disc 4 is the last 4 episode with the Azrael episode. Oh, what they did with Azrael. There's just so much like head face palm in action, man. And then yeah, and then the special features Gotham by New Orleans. Now this is actually a featurette about like film noir. It just like talks about the style and how like old films did it. And if you're really into film noir, it's actually a cool special feature, but otherwise, yeah, you might be bored of that. And then Alfred, Batman's greatest ally, talks about the mythology of Bruce and Alfred's father-son bond, which was really cool. You know, I really liked that one a lot. And then the cold-hearted, the tale of Victor Freeze, or Fries as they call him, and it talks about the whole Mr. Freeze. It's like a 10-minute feature about talking about Mr. Freeze, but once again, I do not like what they did with that and how they killed Nora, and it just made no sense. Oh yeah, and I also love the Hugo Strange up when he's in the episodes and in the second part of season 2. So yeah, B.D. Wong was really great on that, and yeah, but overall, I'm giving it a chance, but it's just, I swear, if this show and Arrow combined, it would be the best Batman show ever. But really, like the problems I have with Arrow and the problems I have with Gotham, if they just combine each other's strengths, it would be the best. And it really, it needs to know where it wants to go. If it wants to be more of a detective show, if it wants to be like, you know, like a superhero show, if it wants to be campy, if it wants to be dark, it just tries to do too much, and it's taking on too much. So overall, if you're a really big Batman fan, I can suggest it to you, because give it a chance. You know, especially with season 2 is better than season 1. But you know, I love Flash and Supergirl and Arrow better than the show. But still, I'm happy to have it in my collection, I guess. So thank you for Warren for a home video, for sending out this review. And for more, check out my website at SeanXLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. I'm Sean Long, where I live long and love life. Is this the city of justice? City of love, city of peace for every one of us. We all need it. Do we really need it? Can't live without it, and we can live without it. Gotham City. It's on Blu-ray. Give me the camera. Look, he's doing his Batman voice. That's not my Batman voice. This is my Batman voice.